Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The madman. The madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize. Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know who you
pool house
are.
is torn apart. Okay, it's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam. Okay, I'm no better than you.
I'm sorry, but don't you guys find it kind of creepy that a 40-year-old man
To me, it's funny. He's a YouTuber. He wears a Dr. Doom mask. He interviewed Tommy.
in all of their videos because they're afraid to show their pale white face? I don't know. That seems a little suspicious to me.
Yeah. Let me get Max in here. Oh no, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no. Oh no. I should never have allowed it to happen. I'm already regretting it. No,
Especially some dude just wearing a mask all the time screaming at the camera.
Mad Max is here. Never thought I'd see you in my chat. Great costume, Drunk. Thanks.
Rich, long time. Please take off your shirt and show us some saggy melon.
Yeah.
And please, with some Finnegan Fox enthusiasm,
Yes!
show us on the floor. Oh God, I see what you did there. You son. I like saggy melon.
Oh, there you go.
But like,
Hard at work.
Oh,
This is hard at work.
Messed up
Where's
now.
your boss?
Saggy, hold on.
Go get your boss. Go get your boss.
At work.
I need your clout.
Chase it off of me, bro.
I need your clout. Oh wow.
I'm at work. You see,
I'm
I'm
gonna
working. I'm trying to
get
end the
ready.
night. You
Get ready
decided
for
to go
the.
live now while I'm
Get,
trying to get my job
there's a
done.
reason for that. Get ready for the cancellation live in
Yeah,
person.
get ready for the cancellation. Yeah, you were about to get canceled. You already know.
Mom,
Yes, honey?
it happened again.
Did you have your mask on?
I always have my mask on.
Oh, I'm not
I-
on.
I already told you. I was watching your other stream. You're like, I hope someone shows up. Listen. I'm backing down. I don't have. I can't take the melons.
You don't want this. You don't want
No,
this. You don't want
I don't
this,
know.
Max. You don't.
I know you're stocking shelves. Oh wow, you're
smoke you do not want to mess with.
See, the accusations were false. Someone said you're doing a lot of texting at work, and she's stalking.
Do I text you at work? Damn right, because this is my job.
No,
I'm doing my
I-
job while we're talking. So
You know what the
what's up?
Yeah,
you
it's
know what
multitasking.
you know what the reality is. She was texting watching YouTube, and then she's like, "I'm going live. I better stock shelves."
Guest Tommy Telleriso.
Telleriso. Oh my God.
All right.
Restart the stream. Restart.
Nice chatting with you. I'll see you guys later.
Jeremy, I just reached 5K.
Well, congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
It really doesn't matter.
While you're here, if you'd like to consider memberships, it's only 99 cents.
Rip away, my friend. Rip away.
Because, man.
Movie Madness Entertainment.
Welcome, everyone. I wasn't planning on going live. This is just how I roll on my channel. There's not a lot of planning. It's just when I want to say something, if I have the urge to go live. And yes, this is going to be one of my more controversial reactions. Now, even my best friends criticize me, and that's fine. I am not really for either side. I'm not for all this bullshit, and I would like some more consistency and some more empathy for people and humans. And the point of this video is how hypocritical Jeremy is and how far he's gone to become the thing he can't stand. Because I know one of the big things out there, and I'm going to bring Trump into this too. Buckle up, buckaroos. I don't hate Trump. I don't, but there's a lack of empathy and the hypocrisy that's off the charts. Now, I did find this offensive. The Ryan Kennell, George Floyd comments. But if Jeremy, this is where it shows how unbalanced and indoctrinated in his own team think he is. if he thinks this high tolerance, and this is why people call him ist. I've never called him ist. I have never called him ist. Some people in my comment sections like to call him that. Lots of people on the internet like to call him that. I think he can be prejudiced, and he's so warped with his indoctrinated anti-SJW thinking that he has a high tolerance for racial jokes against minorities. But you comment on a fictional white person, or you bring up jokes about white people, and that's a bridge too far. And that is where the proof is that he's exactly what he's trying to make fun of. I have never seen people caring out more. Now, here's the reality of the situation. With the George, let's just bring this up because who those that claim they don't want politics and everything, but they decide to bring up political talk in a theme park for a joke, okay? The George Floyd incident, okay? Hold on, let me get to the chat. The longest intro on YouTube. Can we get to the point? Well, the point is that his recent video, he feels like it's attack on him as a white man because they made jokes with him on Peacock, because he is complaining about Little Mermaid. So if that's an attack, what did Ryan Kennell do at the theme park? For real. For real. That's the point I'm saying. That recent years, and I'm not against cops either. I'm not. There's just bad people in every single group. Look at fandom here. Look at the Snyder Cut. Look at it. There's just bad people. Stop blanket statementing people. There's bad people in every group. Now, geeks and gamers, fans, the majority of them are bullshit, I think. I've just seen the proof. Not everyone. But there's literally people dying with injustices by hateful cops years ago. But you can't. But even if there's a slight implication that a fictional character is not a heroic man and is challenged whatsoever, they basically, fictional white lives matter. They wear the t-shirts almost. They cry about it consistently. And I don't see how they're the biggest snowflakes out there. So this is where now he is saying this video is that I'm not going to watch the whole video, and this isn't going to be a long video. But while I was preparing the stream for later, I was watching the very beginning of his video, and he can't take it. My day's going good. Hey, Andrew, thank you. Yes, Peacock basically made fun of him. They're basically doing the same thing on either side, but he's so offended. So that's where I'm like, the inconsistency is off the charts, especially with, and this is not going to, and you know what? I don't just care about subs, and I don't care. This is going to piss people off, and I don't care. This is one of my biggest criticisms of Trump. Okay? And this is going to fucking piss people off. I don't fucking care. All right? Imagine, and this is the high tolerance for people on your political team, tribalism, and zero tolerance for other people, making them enemies and attack. This is what I would like to hear during the Black Lives Matter protests and riots. And what a difference that would make. Go home. We love you. You're very special. And this is why they consistently feel that geeks and gamers, nerdrotic, and all the rest are ist. And I'm not saying that, but they have zero empathy or humanity towards other people. And that's bullshit. Because, wow, when we needed something like that, and that to me is derelict of duty as well. Because when something's happening like this, it's the president's job to try to bring everyone together and not just think about your team. And this is the most disgusting thing because fine, he wants to say this during this event. This is the majority of his people. They feel like they were slighted. Okay. Why couldn't you do that for something else, a big event in America, and that would have brought the temperature down? And that's exactly like this here. People claim that I'm getting political. I don't want to do it often. I'm going to try to stay away from it. But here you go. That's my point here. Don't even throw a slight jab about white people or we're Karen out. We'll Karen out. Just the slightest jab, or God forbid, they make a which has been happening on Saturday Night Live for every single president since Saturday Night Live has been on. How fragile these people are. What does he have a high tolerance for? And what does he have a zero tolerance for? And that's why he should be called out. It was a joke. It was a joke because this is a grown man with no options left listen, I have options left. This is not my full-time job. This man has to be a troll the rest of his fucking life. Do you think that's winning? Do you think that's winning? I told you these are going to be hot takes when I'm alone. This is going to be my unfiltered opinion. I don't care. I want more empathy in this world. I want less team sports, less tribalism, and stop this hypocritical bullshit. Because if you think it's cringe and an attack just to make a joke about a white person, but you're okay with that, and you think that is hilarious, because he said that's how he defended it. He said that was hilarious. I was laughing my ass off. Now, I'm not going to call you an ist, but it says a lot about your character and your lack of humanity and how indoctrinated and bullshit you are and your tribalistic dumb ignorance. There. Loving the stream. This isn't going to go long. We're going to now react. And then I was going to go do a video on this just to show you. I was also making this is what's happening. And if you like these hot takes unfiltered, I do not want to get into politics much. But I think that's where we could all learn. And even people that dislike Jeremy, don't call him an ist. Call him out what his lack of empathy and hypocritical bullshit where he thinks certain things are funny. He thinks laughing at minorities in LGBTQ plus is hilarious. But even the slight suggestion about a white person or his TDS for God Emperor Trump is just too much for him. And that's just how much of a fragile snowflake he is. Make fun of Biden all you want. I don't give a shit. All politicians are full of shit. Investigate them all. Lock them all up. Okay? There you go. Yes. How long has anyone even said this? Where is the empathy there? That is where we needed it from a leader. Okay? I want that same, you know how they say keep that same energy? Keep that same energy for all Americans going through shit. Keep that same energy, and that's a true leader. All right? Okay, now, this is, let me bring this up here. This is what's happening on Twitter. This loser that is in a pool house. Thank you, Brucifer. New YouTube member. I appreciate that. No, Senior Nerd. You're actually, when you do this, I disagree. When you do that, you're giving him ammunition and a way to laugh you off and gaslight the fandom and people online. When you just do that, you're actually giving him ammunition and you're helping him. Call him out what you can prove. I don't think he's a full-blown ist, but he cares about his team and his tribe so much that he has no empathy for other people, no empathy for real difference of opinions. You know? And he's lost. He has no options left. Now that he's gone as full-blown troll, which basically they admit in this video that he is a troll, that's the rest of his life. And that's pathetic. That's not winning. He's got to be a troll the rest of his life. That means he can't grow out of it. And that's pathetic. They're not alt-right, CGH. They just have associations, and that's where they have a high tolerance for alt-right thinkers, but zero tolerance for people saying we need representation or difference of opinions. Some people think representation is just a difference of opinion, but that's a bridge too far. High tolerance for bullshit, ignorance, stupidity, zero tolerance for progress. But he's not an ist. But he is pathetic. And he has no consistency or empathy for other people that want this stuff. If you look at the Little Mermaid trailer and you saw young black girls reacting and how much that meant to them, and you just think it's a big joke, that just shows your lack of empathy. There's difference of opinions on it. There's some people this stuff really matters. Mainstream media treatment, we're winning. You're on a segment of Peacock, and I'm not going to play it here because this isn't going to be a long stream, admitting that you're just going to troll. You're just going to troll. You're a grown, over 40-year-old man, and all you do is troll. Now, I troll too, but I love movie talk. All right. Now, there's actual fandom, and I'm drinking a Mountain Dew to get some energy here. There's Sean O'Rourke, loves to tweet this, douche canoe. Oh, Ruthie's back. She's full of crap. Okay, whatever. And this is the funny thing. This is where they think they are. They think this is the Geeks and Gamers fandom. And I was gonna do a meme. I was working on it. Let me bring it up, the meme I was working on. And then we'll just watch a little bit of Jeremy. This is the meme. What they think they are and what they actually are. This is on the left is what they think their fandom is, and on the right is where they actually are. The majority of a bunch of over 40 white dudes complaining about everyone else. Crying that they're being left behind. You're not being left behind. There is still, until I see all the white people out of entertainment, I'm not going to believe your shit, and neither should anyone else. All right, now let's react to Jeremy. Very concerned that they're even joking about white people, because this is what if a black person or a member of the LGBTQ community was complaining about them making fun of, or like if Dave Chappelle, I like Dave Chappelle. I don't like all the jokes. I think a little of some of the jokes are a little bit ignorant, but they're jokes and they're set on a stage, so I allow it. Not the life isn't just a comedy stage. I'm sorry. But he would be laughing his ass off. He cannot be consistent. There's zero consistency there. He'd laugh his ass off if it was a joke about a minority or a black person. But if it's a white person, he can't take it. I laugh at the majority of everything if I can. I'm not going to get it offended where I try to cancel something like, I didn't like that joke. Big deal. You're a comedian. I don't like all Dave Chappelle's joke. I like a lot of his jokes, though. All right. So here we go. And please support this type of content because I'm going to do more mad reactions. And you know what? I don't get the same energy. And I don't even have my mask on because I wasn't sure if I was going to do this pre-record or not. And I'm trying to get ready for the member stream. And I do want to do the less controversial topics solo. I mean, the more controversial topics solo. And then the community streams to be together and to be fun. Because I don't just criticize them anymore. I do a lot of movie talk. I do a lot of rumors, a lot of news, everything I love. But this is my passion too. And it's just me. This is honestly what I'm thinking. This is if you were in my room, in my house, this is what I would be talking to you about. So that's what I want to share with my friends in my audience. Thank you, Jeffrey Miller, for $1.99 super sticker. I really appreciate it. Love you too, Mass Vigilante. Thank you for giving those quotes of the day. Yes, I'm going to get ready. I have to get it ready in an hour, so we're only going to go till 30 minutes on the stream. Here we go. And we're not going to react to this whole stream here. Can I honestly I mentioned Trump in this stream. Do you know that's how concerned I am sometimes about mentioning just his name? And I'm not against the dude. That's how fragile some people are. That I feel like I can't even criticize. I can criticize Biden, but sometimes I feel like I'm not going to be like that anymore. I would have loved to hear that from him. And then I feel like I could support him more if he said that during those events. There was nothing like that. Nothing like that. All right.
The mainstream Peacock mentions Geeks and Gamers actually features
because you're a joke. And they're laughing that you can't take about a Little Mermaid. And then in your video, you were saying, now you will get canceled, Max. Right. And now he's saying, like, just because they're making her black, that they're not taking it seriously. I admit in today's PC culture, it's more likely that if they reinvent a character, if there's an opportunity to race bend, they probably will. Because that's what's trendy. And it's not isolated to identity politics. It's just that Hollywood and a lot, like even the toy industry, they go towards trends. Race swapping, gender swapping. There's a lot of young people that are into that, even in cosplay culture. Cosplay culture is huge right now. Big Disney, Comic-Con, Star Wars celebration, all these things. There's a huge market. And for more people to feel like they can participate, okay, I just got an update from my mother. She tested negative for COVID on her new test. So that's good. Good progress is being made. That's great. All right, so let's react here.
A clip of me talking about the Little Mermaid in this 7 minute.
This is a man that's exhausted all his options and is not winning. He's a loser. Just because you have attention on the internet does not mean you're winning in life. It doesn't. Now I need to make some progress myself. I need to make because I need to work on my physique. I need to get healthier. But check yourself, because you've wrecked yourself, that this is his lot in life, and it's not a lot. It's not a lot. A lifelong troll is his existence. That's his legacy.
20-second monologue, attempted comedy, but ultimately all they're trying.
What's comedy to you, Ryan Kennell? At a theme park, bringing politics into it when people are trying to enjoy themselves? That's the comedy that he likes.
To do is take shots at white people.
Come on. If you like to be on the internet and share your politics and say everything wrong with Black Lives Matter, when the majority of that movement, and yes, there are issues with all movements. The majority of that movement started from black people dying. This man is in a pool house with no options left, who admits he's a troll, and he's like, they mentioned white people in a joke in a negative way. Fucking loser. Listen, it's not, she's not that funny either. They're both cringe. They're both cringe, and maybe I'm the cringe too. But come on. I don't clutch my pearls just because white people, or one of the cringiest pieces of shit I've ever heard was, I'm not apologizing because I'm a white person. No one asked you to, dipshit. All right? Oh my God. Thank you. All right, here we go.
And they do that a lot in this clip. It's absolutely insane, actually. And that's where the projection comes in, where they're talking about all of these racist people out there, which this entire 7 minutes is nothing more than a big shot at white people.
She goes overboard as well. I'll be truthful, but I'm not offended. He's offended. And that's pathetic.
But they claim that they're all against racism and stuff like that, because that's all the projection we're constantly talking about. But let's go ahead and let's react to this entire video. I am honored that the losers in the mainstream are watching.
All right.
Geeks and Gamers. It shows how triggered they are. It shows that we are making a difference. It shows
that your lot is your deal is sealed of what you are and what you will be perpetually. And how you shouldn't be taken seriously. And your inconsistency and hypocrisy.
We are getting under their skin because they can't stand that we have opinions that they cannot control.
It's one opinion. It's one opinion. And there's difference of opinions. All it is of race swapping and gender swapping is a difference of opinion on how to handle a character. Lots of people like it. Not everyone's against it. You have one opinion. That's it. Well, two opinions. You shouldn't do it, and God Emperor, can do no wrong.
Continue to have those opinions, and there's nothing they can do about it except to continue and cry. So let's get into it right
I do kind of want to stay until he reacts to him.
Disney released a trailer for their new live-action version of The Little Mermaid, starring a black actress. And me too. I loved it. But some people got very mad. And before that, the Lord of the Rings spinoff featured a black hobbit, and some people got very, very mad. So why are people getting mad at mermaids and hobbits?
Now he's going to use the example where I actually like she's one of my favorite characters in Rings of Power, but that's not what you said at the start. At the start, you're like, this is cringe marketing.
So to correct, I mean, I'm sure that this person here is a upstanding person that has never ever not done their research. But while I don't like the Rings of Power, I have
his favorite character.
Consistently said that Disa is
but that's not how it started. Oh my dear Lord! Can we mention the Shaft movie that the mainstream media disliked? No, this is funny. I was gonna end it soon, but I kind of want to hear him react to himself. All right, and then I'll end because I got to get ready for our community stream.
Best character in the show. Now she's not in it that much, but the few moments I've seen Disa in the show, she's been the best part of it. That's not the highest compliment, but I have said she's the best part of the show.
Not at first,
but that's not how you started. Why would that get mentioned?
You mentioned that after you watched it, you were dogpiling her and putting Leslie Jones in the thumbnail as her before it was released. But that's not the context you want people to know. That's not.
I'll tell you in a segment called "How Did We Get Here?" A few weeks ago, Disney released their first trailer for the upcoming live-action Little Mermaid movie starring actress Halle Bailey. Some people reacted to it like this.
She's like me!
So they're going to actually use the kids to push their point.
No, what's wrong with showing context? He's afraid of context? How... I'm not sure what you mean here. How is he actually in the marketing demographic? Is he identifying or something? Right, for Little Mermaid, this is the target market. Look how hollow and miserable this bastard is watching young black girls, and I'm not saying he's ist against them, saying that they're happy about the Little Mermaid casting, and he can't have any joy in his heart for these young black girls. And that's why people call you what they call you, Jeremy. And I don't know how many times I have to say it. I personally have never called him an ist. Never. I said he's prejudiced, he's ignorant, and he's a misogynist. And he surrounds himself by pick-me girls that stay silent on streams. I'm sorry. They don't add a lot to the conversation. Very nice ladies. They don't do shit. I prefer ladies that have a lot to say on streams and push back and difference of opinions. Not a bunch of pick-me girls. Very protective of those pick-me girls. And again, that's nothing against them personally. It's just maybe they don't want to add, but when you show them, oof, I'm not attacking. Not that everything's an attack. They don't have much to say, Tony. They don't have much to say, and when he's in trouble, he says, look at our diversity. So if he uses them, he's using them as a tool. You know, what do they say? Hiding behind diversity as a shield? Hiding behind diversity as a shield, and they don't have a lot to say? I'm sorry. That's exactly, again, hypocrisy. I ask people to get involved. I try, Tony. I try the best I can. I ask for opinions. I ask for your opinions all the time. Listen, you can criticize the hell of me later on the member stream. I got to end this.
Yet they're not going to mention when any of the kids have said they don't care, because children, just like non-white people, just like people,
not all of them. Don't speak for everyone.
For different sexual orientation or an identity, if you don't actually work within their narrative, you don't exist to them. You don't matter to them at all. It's only when they can use you to further their agenda. So essentially what they want to do is say, let's look at these few clips of these kids and let's see how mesmerized they are with this moment. And of course, that's fine. I'm not saying that those kids aren't, but why don't you talk about any of the other people the kids or the
you don't share things that don't fit your narrative either, Jeremy.
White people that have said they don't care about this and they didn't need Ariel to be black to identify because it doesn't help the narrative, because that's all they're worried about. Disgusting people.
Oh, disgusting. All right.
This.
From a scientific perspective, okay, it doesn't make a lot of sense.
This is pathetic.
To have someone with darker skin who lives deep in the ocean. I mean, if anything, not only should the Little Mermaid be pale, she should actually be translucent.
Freaking.
That is ridiculous. Now, maybe he was just trolling. No, Brian doesn't hate everyone. Brian is my best friend here, and he completely disagrees with me on certain things, but we've been friends forever, and we're going to stay friends forever. And Tony, too. Tony is a really good friend. He's very critical of me, says I don't do enough research, and I love him. And that's just the way I roll here. We're not mad at anyone. Yes, I understand it was science, Tony, but it was also to fit a narrative. And then when are we going to start? How far are we going to go now? All of a sudden, because she's black, that now we're going to go to science, the science of all fictional characters. That's why people have an issue with it, Tony. So I know what you're saying, that it was scientific, his argument, but he didn't care to do all these arguments about mermaid people to begin with. But now that it's a black mermaid, now all of a sudden Matt Walsh cares. And that's why they call him Ist. I'm not calling him that. But now he cares. That's the nuance you get here, Tony. Yes, he was using a scientific argument. He sounded like a fool because who really cares about that much about mermaids? He only really cares to bring scientific arguments into fictional characters, and a lot of these white men do only care to bring it up when it's a race-hop fictional character. Well, wait a second. Where's the science here? Where's the science here? And some of these same guys, grifters, don't really care about science of other things, about medical science or anything else, or about the science of the world and climate change. And yes, here's the nuance you want, that people use climate change for politics too. But to not admit that there's some issues is ridiculous and ignorant. You might as well be a flat earther to say that we're not polluting the world. Of course, people are using it on both sides. But that's why. Not that he's bringing it up. It's that he's bringing it up now. Why didn't he bring this up when all these other fictional movies came out? Why are all these scientific arguments by political grifters, I'll just call them that, suddenly happen when the fictional characters are then race or gender swapped? Now we got to get the science out for fairy tales and animated projects. Bring out the science when there's a minority or LGBTQ or gender swap. That's when we bring out the science, not for anything else. That is where bring that same energy to everything. Okay? But we'll talk about that later. I just want to get to the point where he reacts to himself.
Matt Walsh, and they walked right into it. They're using the sarcasm. And of course, now the next clip is yours truly.
Here we go.
Can we get an applause here? Thank you very much, guys. I've been working my entire life to get to the point where blue check mark Peacock, which probably gets less views than my worst upload on Geeks and Gamers. But hey, they mentioned me, so it's definitely been a long time coming. If you're not going to take this seriously, then we're not going to. And we're just going to troll the hell out of you at this point. That's what they used.
There was better material. Yes, he's very frustrated because okay, yes, I'm going to end soon. That we got to the point. I share Jeremy's frustration. They could have had much better G&G content than that. He's frustrated. Like, that's what they used?
Me saying that if you are not going to take these things seriously, then we are not going to take these things seriously, and we're going to troll the hell out of you. And that's why I put this up earlier, which is the best meme ever, by the way. And this is exactly what I've been talking about. So we basically say, if you're going to use this as a little box that you need to check off, because that's essentially all you're doing, well, then we're not going to take it seriously. We're just going to meme the hell out of you. And they walked right into it. It's so funny. And it continues.
I say we remake a couple of other classics.
I don't think anyone wants to defend this guy, though. After this, I'm going to end. I don't want...
using an all-white cast. I say we remake Roots.
Hey.
Oh, no, he's not going to give the co-op of that joke. Come on. Or that take. Really? Maybe. Oh, really?
Second, because that I would see. My name's Kunta Kinte, but my friends call me Toby.
That's actually funny. That's funny. All right. That's all for this stream. I got to get ready for the member stream. Thank you for watching. Bye. More to come. We're going to have some fun tonight. See you later. Bye.